just about set for football now at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, a good one in the NFC East. It's the New York Giants and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Hurts, going to keep it on the option. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jaxson.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On second down, Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Giants.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake, now dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Skattebo. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart, and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. That is Cooper DeJean. Had the big game in the Super Bowl. Here he's on the rush and records the sack.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and they come out to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll step up and run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. They'll go right back to Goedert. He's got it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Philadelphia.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it. So that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man, we let that one slip away.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their 2nd possession. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. They'll start this on the ground with Skattebo. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield, Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's into space past the 25. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Off he goes. And he's in. Jaxson, dart, touchdown, Giants.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now the extra point.
On for the extra point.
He's got it. And the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Eagles 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Jaxson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
50-yard line.
Hurts now. This one is caught by Jaxson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Out wide, here's Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
12 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
4-yard line.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Now Hurts. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7.
Eagles 10, Giants 7.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. He has Hyatt complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Throw left side, that's Jaxson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway.
Jake
3
Elliott
points,
to kick
all
off
that
for
separates these
Philadelphia.
two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. A return now from the 4. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. A short one there to Bellinger. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. We'll go play action here with Dart. He's got room past the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
A gain of 14.
14 yards on that pass play there. That's good for a Giants first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it for the big gain downfield.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Giants.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground, it's Skattebo. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Cooper to Gene on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
They face second down and 7. Throwing is Dart. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts, touchdown, New York.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Skattebo will take this in for a Giants touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
An extra point attempt to follow. He gets it to go. And the Giants are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Eagles 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Brings up 3rd and
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
It's 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Hurts to throw. That one caught by Smith. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Now Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
That's good for another Eagles.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
There he goes again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Hurts. He'll take off again.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
They'll motion their tight end, Jaxson. The drive will begin with a run by Skattebo. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Second down, 8 yards to go. A play fake, now dart. This throw left side, taken in by Jaxson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun here, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Jaxson darts sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3 and out.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Jaxson will bring it back. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. but is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
He'll step up and run this. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ball game. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Giants 14.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. Open man is Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone. So now, a big spot coming here. This to force overtime. He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to air this one out, looking for Jaxson. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.